Jonathan, how much are we going to avoid some sort of significant pricing downturn, or is that sort of increasingly inevitable, certainly in certain hotspots?
Listen, I think what is, and I hate people that say this time it's different, but this time it's different, is this idea that, and what hasn't really been into the calculus has been the lack of supply, that inventory has been literally obliterated. I think, we did a study of all the markets we cover in Florida, and inventory compared to pre-pandemic is down about 43%, which is a huge drop from past cycles where inventory was piled up after the music stopped. I don't think there's any doubt that we're going to see modest declines in certain markets, but the combination of tight credit policy all through this housing boom, on top of a record amount of home equity that has been compiled, it's hard to imagine a significant drop in pricing. Inventory is just too low.
How could you see, though, Jonathan, this progressing over time? I mean, what I see out there right now in the numbers is a lack of mobility, people not selling, people not moving because they're going to have to take potentially a hit or have to wait a very long time. And where are they going to move to? You're seeing rents kind of stabilize. Longer term, if interest rates do not come down materially from the 7% where they are right now, what is the future path? Is it basically range-bound housing prices in the U.S. for the next 5 years?
Well, I think that's probably the scenario if rates don't come down. The thing is that consumers are wedded to the rates that they enjoyed through a refinance or purchase during the pandemic housing boom. And so inventory, in many ways, because of high equity, people aren't going to be pushing sort of the boundaries. There isn't an urgency to sell or to move, unlike the housing bubble where people lost their jobs and were unable to sell because they were underwater. This is a very different scenario where inventory is the biggest change in condition. And when we talk about inventory, we have to make sure that we clearly separate existing supply versus new construction, because new construction has more upside risk for oversupply than existing product, which is about 90% of supply nationwide.